My first thought when getting Choo-Choo Charles was, Jesus fucking Christ, that thing is scary. Now it's, Jesus fucking Christ, that thing looks scary. And I guess you could see where this is all going just based off that. Choo-Choo Charles was developed and published by Two Star Games, which consists of a whole one guy. It seems as they advertise themselves as a solo game developer, and for a game made by one guy, it's alright, it's not bad. If I were talking about it on its own, then it'd be a different story, but acknowledging it's by one guy, then I just want to say it's a fine game. Very short, I don't think it's worth $20, I'll be honest. Maybe a $10 game for the playtime alone. I could also actually see it being fun to speedrun, but otherwise it gets a solid fine from me. So the story, from what I pieced together, is fairly simple. You are a nameless museum worker who is contracted by your uncle for your past as someone who takes care of strange paranormal phenomena. You boat over to the island to take care of Charles, a demon spider train thing that I didn't think I could take seriously, but hearing his train whistle scream off in the distance and then the music picks up, followed by the frantic clamber back onto my own train, is when the game is at its peak. The rest of the game is going around picking up scrap to upgrade your train and some eggs to bait Charles out to a fight to the death. There's not much to the story. The gameplay, however, I divided up into two sections. There's the train sections and the on-foot sections. Train sections are a bit shorter, and it's going around the island looking for side quests and other form of supplies and fighting off a giant spider demon train thing. The on-foot sections were more frequent, running around, completing said side quests, gathering supplies. The issue is that each and every side quest is a fetch quest, pretty much. Even the main missions being another fetch quest. It's kind of disheartening. There was also the stealth, which a chunk of my time spent running around was spent dodging guards or running away when they found me. I think it would have benefited if the game had a compass. I had to keep opening up my map just to make sure I was going the right way and it doesn't pause the game, so when I was being chased and I was on foot, I would need to run far ahead, open the map, close the map, then dodge buckshot that was whizzing past me all within a couple seconds time frame. So an added compass would have been nice. It would have given me a sense of direction. So add a compass, please. I don't much care if I have to hold right click and look down or something. As long as I can be on the move, I think it'd be a welcome addition. Along with like a boomstick or something that may be nice, a double barrel shotgun, so when the mercenaries of the island are chasing me, I don't have to run all the way back to my train just to kill them. It doesn't even have to like stun or deal any real damage to Charles, just something to defend myself from the crazy mercenaries. Make it so it takes forever to reload and my ammo capacity is like super limited. Running away from mercs is just laughably easy, and I just have to go back to my train to deal with them. I'd rather deal with them on the spot instead of wasting my time with all this nonsense, and I feel like it would just be less of a headache in general. Finally, my last little gameplay nitpick is that all the turrets that go on your train just kind of suck, except for Bob. There's 4 total to choose from: a light machine gun, a flamethrower, rocket launcher, and Bob, which is like a 50 caliber shooting gun. It shoots slowly, but does big numbies. The light machine gun felt like I was just peppering him. The flamethrower was basically wiping a snot rag on him. The rocket launcher did big damage, but it took a while to reload, and if you missed, it had like no explosive radius. So Bob, having a low fire rate but high damage, meant it didn't overheat that quick, but also pumped out a sizable enough damage, making it well worth the hassle. Overall, I'd recommend the game to anyone wanting to speedrun. I don't know why, I could see this being a legit fun speedrun, or maybe wait for the price to drop a little bit, especially if you think you'll only play it once then drop it. It's always good to support the independent dev. I have a soft spot for them, and while I did obviously nitpick a lot, I appreciate what this game is going for more than any amount of Call of Duties or what have you, merely because train versus spider train isn't something that'd fly in big studio anytime soon.